folks, Elgin Subway Surfer Bowling here, your creative caricature marketing consultant. Showing off a new tool today. This thing is called a Lyra graphite pencil. Lyra. Here's what it is. It's a thick piece of graphite. This thing is excellent, excellent, excellent for doing live caricature work. I was doing some caricature work at Sardi's 2 weeks ago, and for some reason, and it happens, although Tombow brush pens are my caricature tool of choice, for some reason that day just wasn't working. I had no idea why. You know, it wasn't like I wasn't getting likenesses. I was getting likenesses, but for some reason or another, I was really, really working hard at getting into my flow, so to speak. Things were taking a little longer than usual, and so what I did was I pulled out this particular tool and started doing caricatures. And the great thing about using a tool like this, you can vary you can vary somewhat, the width and the thickness, and the intensity of the line because it's a pencil. But what's also especially good about using a tool like this is that you can sketch lightly. You can do your outline drawing directly on the page and then darken it in. What's best about it, what most of all is best about using a tool like this is that this lasts forever. It does not fade. If you're using an ink, sometime if your ink is not archival, and I really don't know if Tombows are archival, meaning, that they're permanent, like that. They're not permanent. They fade over time. This will not fade. Okay? And like I said, you also have the added benefit of being able to get a dark line and sketch directly on the page. So, again, I'm going to put this up to the camera. This is what you should be looking for, this type of tool. Now, here's what I want to talk about today. I was talking to my cousin John the other day, and he's a very insightful guy. He works as a psychotherapist, and he has really influenced me, tremendously over the years. And I started, going to him, when I started experiencing depression, and just, talking to him. And he gave me an insight yesterday that's very simple that I would like to share with the audience, and it's this. John has always been a guy who's always had a festive type of personality. He likes to include people. He loves to throw parties, and he's thrown thousands of these things over the years. And he told me that the reason why he does it, he says, I love to give expression to who I am as a person. And that's very important to him. He told me what you have to do, for your own mental health, not just me, but also out there in the audience, is you have to find the things that give expression to you as an individual and start doing those things. Start surrounding yourself with people, with activities that give expression to who you are, whatever that is. It could be artistically, it could be with music, it could be with drawing, it could be with dance, it could just be conversation, it could just be being an altruistic type of person. Whatever gives expression to you, you want to pursue that, and when you do, you're going to grow as a person. And he said one other thing that kind of hit me like a hammer. He said, and I quote, when I have my stroke, I won't be able to do these things. And that hit me. It was a sobering thought. It's not like he's wishing a stroke on himself, but what he was really saying to me was, when you get old and you get infirm and something happens to you where you become incapacitated in some ways, and you begin to realize the possibility of these things when you get older, but you end up having regrets about saying, I should have, I could have, What would have happened if I would have done this? So the time to start living and start doing things that give expression to yourself is right here, right now, and you really got to push yourself to do it. And that's the advice that was given to me. That's what I am pursuing, as I climb out. And it's advice that I give to you in the audience out there. Give expression to who you are, okay? Give expression to who you are and start doing those things now, okay? Start living in the now because we're not promised the next moment, okay? That's it. This is Elgin Subway Surfer Bowling, your creative caricature marketing consultant.